How's it going? Okay, so if you're hearing this, you're probably like, what's going on? Why are you talking to me like this? Well, so we went through a rebrand. We originally were, speaking of which, we're now Drunken Book Club. But I wanted to keep old episodes alive, so here are the episodes before the main update to Drunken Book Club. These are, episodes that we did on a bunch of different books before we rebranded to Drunken Book Club. I keep referring to us as Drunken Book Club, but also reference, speaking of which is the old podcast. So, there we are. Also, our new socials for this are at DBC_pod for Twitter, and our Patreon is patreon.com/Drunken Book Club. Definitely recommend checking it out. It's only $1 a month, and you can tell us what books to read. Alright, well, that's it. You guys enjoy the episode. Bye-bye. Have you ever thought to yourself, hey, these guys should talk about this book on Drunken Book Club? Or even, hey, I want to hear them gush about this on Rupel's Rupees. Well, guess what? We'll listen to you if you pitch in $1 on our Patreon. That's right, for $1, we'll listen to you. And along with that $1, you know what else you get? You get access to all the bonus episodes that I put out every single week, including the backlogs, and early access to all our podcasts and videos, and everything else that I put up on there. So for $1, I think it's pretty much worth it, but you be the judge. Check it out. It's at patreon.com/speaking of which. Thank you and enjoy the show. I don't know why I'm doing spooky noises. Hey, welcome to Drunken Book Club Spooky October edition, even though we'll read a Goosebumps whenever. I'm your host, Christopher, the possibly stupid, but not until the third book, Rupel, joined with...
the girl that goes by an androgynous name, Sam.
That works pretty well for us. Because, and this time around on Drunken Book Club, we read Monster Blood 1 and 2. And we're doing 3 and 4 next week because it's just more Monster Blood than we could handle by reading 3. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Or reading 4, sorry.
Yeah,
like,
2 was kind of hard just with,
I enjoyed them, though.
Yeah, it was a good 2. It was a good rush.
I thought I was not going to enjoy this because, I'm going to get this out of the way now. From memory's sakes, I could have sworn I did not like Monster Blood 1. And I remember kind of liking Monster Blood 2 as a kid, but, I can't remember. It was when I was younger. It was during my first time reading them. That's when I read those Monster Bloods. I didn't read them the second time I got into Goosebumps. And this is kind of the age of the third era, as I like to call it, of getting into Goosebumps. And I've read them now, and I can honestly say I like the first 2 books a lot, because I'm kind of Evan-y. I could compare myself to an Evan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say I'm very plain Jane Evan?
You're usually the funny kid, though.
Yeah.
You were usually the kid that
Which, speaking of which, I think Evan might be a write-in for might be RL's Sona, his Goosebumps Sona, because he's got a lot of smart alecky lines and quips and shit.
Yeah.
And he's just smart aleck little ass. I feel like R.L. Stein Jr. would have been.
Yeah.
Not Junior, but when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Junior. So I guess we should talk about what we pre-gamed on this time around. We had some spooky Jell-O shots that were green and watermelon flavored.
And vodka.
And very vodka. We bought the pre-made stuff because we didn't want to make large volume.
But now we have 15 shots.
Yeah, we have a lot. I mean, I've had 5. Not all today, obviously.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it was all today, I'd be very concerned.
I can handle that much. I had what's it called? I had 6 shots last week.
True.
So I'd say, trust me, I can handle my alcohol. Come here, baby. But no, today I had 3 actually, because I had 2 strawberries and a watermelon one green one. So I'm trying to get rid of all the other ones just so we can have them out of the way. But I had 1 spooky green. And then I drank already what I call liquid Monster Blood, which is it's Ecto Cooler with rum. And I was about to say I'm currently nursing that right now as well, because it's delicious, because I made it very sugary, so it'd be even better.
Yep.
What did you have, Sam?
I had a sinful apple orchard.
You're so happy they came.
I'm so happy.
She was all bitchy, being like, "They're never gonna bring them back."
Because I have not seen them. I only saw them at Total Wine, and it was only in a variety pack. I've never seen them by themselves since
They used to sell them by themselves during the season.
And I would have just gotten that, honestly. Yeah. Like, there's no offense to Angry Orchard, but
I was about to say, we got like a 12-pack?
We got a 12-pack. There's 3 like regular ones, which are always good.
Yeah.
Like,
then there's the 3 Sinful Apples, 3 Strawberries, and 3
Mango
Peach Mango. Yeah, Peach Mango. Which I haven't tried yet. I was thinking about nursing one right now, but I was like, no, I want to keep in theme with the episode. Sam's not keeping theme.
I don't care.
I like to keep theme. I'm trying to make this more thematic, Sam, for beautiful listeners out there. Are you a listener right now? Guess what? You're beautiful.
Yeah, they are beautiful, but I'm just...
You're beautiful! You're too!
But I wanted to drink... I was going to say, I really wanted the Sinful Apple.
Yeah.
I did have a Jell-O shot.
I'll give you the... Okay, you know what? Sinful Apple at least works for the season, because it's a fall one.
Yeah. I had a green Jell-O shot.
Yeah.
So... And now I'm breaking it with the Mexican chocolate.
Yeah, I was about to say that what we had last time.
It's just easy to nurse.
It is an easy nurse.
Like, that's the thing, is it's easy to just, like, sip and...
Yeah, sip and go.
Yeah.
Grip and sip. Grip and sip. Alright, so let's get into... Let's stop delaying the inevitable. Let's get into Monster Blood 1. I have to tell the truth, guys. I did not do my classic notes of, like, actually writing up a, like... recount with my personal stuff. I went to the beautiful Goosebumps wiki that I know some of you are people on there, and you guys are awesome. I know for sure Spongy, I'm terrible. Like, none of you follow me on Twitter as far as I know. You might follow me. I know you guys follow my YouTube account because of my one Goosebumps video.
Why did I do the heart's hand symbol on an audio podcast? It's not like you can see me.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Because I'm drunk and I just...
But yes, I took the description off of there, so pardon the kind of laziness of it, but we're reading 4 fucking books this month. I don't have time to... Because whenever... I've said it before on the Drunken Book Clubs that, like, it takes me a long time to write up the descriptions while also reading it, because I go chapter by chapter and have to do that. And each of these fucking each of these Monster Bloods is over 20 chapters long.
Yeah.
So having a description for every fucking chapter is a pain in the ass. Thank you very much. But I still wrote notes, and we'll kind of review our notes as we go through the story and wrapping up as well. Yep. Sam, you can, of course, talk about your notes while we're going through the story. I'm going to talk about my own personal notes at the end. So, let's start with this cover. Sam, what do you think of this cover of the first book? What do you think of this one?
I thought it was like... I don't know, it's just ooze going down the stairs. And
it's ooze, it's ooze.
And, like, the glasses, I was like, why are there glasses?
Yeah,
glasses were never brought up.
Yeah, no one had glasses.
Or at least never in a meaningful way. Like, it was never, like, his glasses.
It's a very fair point. Like, Evan didn't wear glasses, the aunt didn't wear glasses.
Andy didn't wear glasses.
Yeah.
Even the bullies didn't wear glasses.
Yeah, so the glasses make no sense.
They're just there. They should have been low top, or they should have been black Converse.
Yeah, they should have been some form of Converse.
Jim Jacobus.
Jacobus.
I said Jacobus.
But yeah, I was about to say, it's not one of my favorite covers. If you watched my Drunken tier list, you'll know that I'm not a big fan of this cover. I think it's kind of a weak cover. It's just, ooh. It's iconic, but if we look past the iconicness of it, it's just a generic kind of cover. That's my opinion.
I was just looking at a note without context. Seriously, fuck those kids.
Alright, 12-year-old Evan Ross is being left in the care of his great-aunt Catherine, while his parents search for a new home in Atlanta, Georgia. Catherine is 80 years old and is highly eccentric. She laughs at her own jokes, she argues with her cat, and she carries a butcher knife around, which frightens Evan.
I'm gonna be, by that description, that is what I want to be when I'm like 80. I'm just saying.
Yeah. She's also deaf. Do you want to be deaf too, Sam?
No, but everything else.
Evan's mother leaves the family dog Trigger with Evan to keep him company, and she gives him $10 to buy something nice. You know, $10, 1992, not bad.
I was gonna say, in the 90s, that means something.
Yeah, that's something right there.
I
mean, you can still get yourself, like, some candy or something.
Yeah,
like,
you could get a decent snack or, like, even a cheap meal.
I was about to say, get some good snacks at QT or something. You know?
Read the dollar menu at a Taco Bell.
Yeah, there you go. Get yourself 2, what's it called? Flat chicken sandwich boxes. Just gotta find that extra $1 for tax.
Or get one and then spend the rest of the money on more Baja
On
Blast.
titties. Or just get all the free refills of Baja Blast. Or do they not do free refills currently?
I don't know.
I know a lot of places don't do it, so... But after just a few minutes of being in the house, Trigger and Catherine's cat Sarah Beth get in a fight, which prompts Catherine to demand that the dog stay outside.
You know what the one thing that's weird, just going in early with this?
Yeah, good.
So, like, page 2, one of the things, like, they describe the mom, and it's like, she has a pretty face, and I'm like, this is from Evan's point of view. It's a little Oedipus
I mean, he's
complex.
very, like, I don't want to be left alone. Please take me with you, Mommy. Mommy.
But he doesn't say it to Mom. It just says, Mom's pretty face, and I'm like...
Mommy, can you take me with you? Oh, let's leave Dad here, and me and you can go, Mommy.
Yeah, it feels Oedipus complex, like, yeah.
Ooh, Mommy, yes.
I don't like this.
You don't like anything.
No, I just don't like you being like,
Ooh,
yeah.
Mommy.
You saying, ooh, Mommy, sexily.
When I'm drunk, it's just Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. Sam hears it all the time whenever I get drunk. She's just like, stop calling for your Mommy. I'm like, ooh, Mama. Ooh, Mamacita. Oh. She created a pen for him before Evan's arrival, suspecting there might be issues. I guess they wrote to her.
Yeah.
I guess.
Also...
Yeah, go ahead.
Another thing of, like, Evan being like, I wish they would have told me before it was like, oh, guess what, we're moving.
Yeah.
It's like, I think that's fair of, like, a 12-year-old to include him on decision. Like,
That's
let
fair.
her know, at least.
Yeah.
Even if he can't necessarily be like, oh, I don't want to go. It's like, well, too fucking bad.
Right.
But at least let him know beforehand.
Evan decides to take Trigger for a walk. Out in the neighborhood, he meets a girl his age named Andrea, who likes to be called Andy. She needs to buy a present for her cousin and invites Evan to town with her to show him around. The two enter an old toy store named Wagner's Novelties and Sundries.
Also, Andy has one of the most, like, 90s outfits, because it's, like, day glow.
Oh, that's all she wears
and
is
tights.
just 90s outfits.
Like, neon and tights.
Yeah, it's back in fashion, though.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's very 90s.
But it's back in fashion now. Yeah, excuse you.
Group count 1.
There, Evan finds a tin can of Monster Blood. The can's labeling markets it as a miracle substance. When Evan tries to purchase the can, he is discouraged from doing so by the shopkeeper, but Evan insists on buying the substance anyways. The shopkeeper reluctantly sells it to him for $2. Evan and Andy take the can back to Catherine's, where I lose my spot. Catherine grabs the new toy, reads the label, and mutters something Evan can't hear. Then she hands it back to Evan and whispers, "Be careful." Evan and Andy go to Evan's bedroom and open the Monster Blood. They find it cool to the touch. The substance glows in the dark, stretches and bounces. Soon after playing with it, they realize that Monster Blood stains the walls and floors, so they take it outside. They bounce the Monster Blood too close to Trigger, and despite Evan's command for Trigger to drop it, Trigger eats some of the Monster Blood. Because he's just a disrespectful dog.
I mean...
Very poorly trained old dog.
Yeah, because apparently, like, it says it in book 2.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to sit.
Yeah, no. Very dumb dog. Very poorly trained.
Well, Andy's like, is he a dumb dog? Like, when they first meet, and I'm like, yes.
Yes, very much so, Andy. You're correct.
You're not wrong, Andy.
The Monster Blood and Trigger double in size each day. Trigger grows the size of a pony. The Monster Blood grows each container Evan puts it in. What's more, the formerly cold substance is now warm to the touch, bubbles and breathes. The Monster Blood is alive! Evan runs into trouble with some neighborhood bullies as well. Rick and Tony Beamer. Beamer? Beamer.
I don't give a shit.
The Beamer twins, who Andy describes as out of control. Evan is saved from being beaten up. First by Andy, who the twins push to the ground and steal her bike, and then by an overgrown Trigger, who chases the bullies for blocks.
Also, I yearn for child death, but it never comes when they steal the bike.
Yeah. Evan, did this happen to you, Sam? This is close to home?
No, they're just shitty kids. You know what I have a theory about those kids, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Because she says something about, like, how they're raised just by their grandma, and grandma lets them do whatever.
Uh-huh.
Mom's a meth addict, and grandma's watching them to avoid DCS. That is my theory. That is my hot take on the Beamer kids.
Beamer.
I said Beamer.
You said Beaver.
I don't give a shit. Fuck them kids.
Beaver boys. Beaver boys.
Fuck them kids.
Evan visits Andy one evening to get her to take some of the Monster Blood. because it's grown so much. He can't keep it all, and on his way home, the Beamer twins punch him in the stomach and face. Evan has bigger trouble. However. The monster blood is growing out of control. Evan returns home and puts the monster blood in an old tub in his great aunt's basement. While down there, Sarah the cat pounces on Evan from behind, pushing him into the tub. Foreshadowing. The monster blood sucks and pulls on him, but he eventually is able to free himself. The next morning, he tries to tell his Aunt Catherine about the monster blood by writing her a note. But she laughs at him out loud and whispers, "I told you to be careful." Evan and Andy try to make the monster blood... Evan and Andy try to take the monster blood back to the store, but find that it has gone out of business and has closed permanently. Goodbye, mainstream America.
I was just thinking he just needed those last $2 for his retirement fund, and now that he has it, he's like, fuck you.
Nah, mainstream America's dying. They return to Catherine's home. I was about to say, Jarl knows it, especially in 92. They return to Catherine's home.
When all the kids buy is $2 shitty monster blood.
And put the monster blood in a trash can with a latch. Catherine comes out of the house and tells Evan that his mother has sent a telegram and will pick him up that afternoon. They still had telegrams in 92?
I don't know. I was a baby in 92.
Baby.
I wasn't even born for the majority of 92.
In excitement, Evan runs to Trigger and finds that the dog has doubled in size again. When he opens Trigger's pen, Trigger runs out and down the street. Evan tries to chase the dog, but accidentally knocks over the can of monster blood. The monster blood rises on its own like a wave, unable to be contained now, and descends down on Evan and Andy. The two run down the street to get away from it. The monster blood starts chasing them by rolling and sucking up everything in its path. It runs over a robin and the Beamer twins. Evan and Andy... Oh, you little bird deaths, got it. Evan and Andy lead it back to Catherine's. Catherine comes outside, sees the monster blood, and runs back inside. The monster blood follows her into the house, and Evan and Andy hear her scream. The kids rush inside. Catherine tells Evan and Andy to run and save themselves, that she created the monster blood, and she should die for it. Evan, recalling her muttering something over the tin can of monster blood, accuses her of putting a spell on the monster blood to harm him, and Catherine admits to it. Says that she made her do it. She points in Andy's direction, but it turns out she is pointing at the cat, Sarah Beth, behind Andy. Sarah Beth turns into a human woman in a cloak. Catherine states that she has been Sarah Beth's slave for over 20 years, and that Sarah Beth took away her hearing to make her more dependent on Sarah Beth.
That's toxic.
Very toxic relationship. She said it all ends here, however, because she is going to throw herself into the monster blood. Sarah Beth says that the kids will die regardless because they know too much. Sarah Beth commands the monster blood to attack Evan and Andy, but before it can move, Trigger rushes in and pushes Sarah Beth into the monster blood. Trigger immediately shrinks back to normal size, and the monster blood shrinks to a tiny drop, freeing everything it swallowed, except for Sarah Beth, who is nowhere to be seen. The Robin and the Beamer twins rush outside. Evan's mother crushes. Evan's mother rushes in, curious why the Beamer twins came running out of the door like that. And Catherine, who has regained her hearing, takes her to the kitchen to tell her the whole story.
And that's why they never see Catherine again, because Mom's like, it's time for you to go to a home.
Yay. Evan and Andy say their goodbyes and promise to stay in touch. Andy asks Evan if she can keep the last drop of monster blood as a souvenir, but as she reaches for it, it's gone.
Dog just ate it again. The dog did not learn its lesson. Dog's just like...
So, you want to go through your notes, Sam? Because I've got quite a few notes.
I've got a few more notes, but go ahead first, because...
Alright, with a name like Trigger, this Cocker Spaniel is going to get shot, is my first note. 3 weeks to buy a house. Is that normal?
It's one of those... In certain housing markets, it could probably be done.
Yeah.
But it's not one of those, like, it's a common...
Yeah. Have you ever had to spend more than a weekend with an older relative, is one of my questions as well. Because I've spent weekends with my grandma.
I don't think I ever had, because my grandma was dead by the time I was 7.
Yeah.
That was the only remaining living grandparent. We weren't that close to my aunts and uncles.
Yeah.
I spent like a week and a half with my sister when I was like 18. So it doesn't, I was going to say, I wasn't really a kid then.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like I got to do whatever the fuck I wanted in Indiana.
Yeah.
It wasn't a kind of thing.
Aunt Catherine is way too transfixed if Evan likes girls or not. Is this going to turn into something taboo?
Oh, God.
Is what I wrote.
Yeah, it was a little weird, because she was, like, way too forceful. I'm like,
She was very
you
forceful.
have a girlfriend?
Do you have a girlfriend? Huh? You want to fuck her? You want to fuck this old cunt?
You're a ladies' man, huh? And he's like,
You're a lady killer.
I'm 12. Help.
First time in Goosebumps showing off Arl's hatred of cats is this book. I think this book, by the way, is a very clear statement that Arl thinks that cats are toxic in relationships. That they are toxic pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my theory. Trigger is really poorly trained. Andy is kind of a bitch. It's not nice to call someone's dog stupid looking. I think she looks stupid with her rank-ass giant yellow shirt with her spandex leggings that are dirty. Yeah, Trigger is a stupid name, ... Is Andy the first manic pixie dream girl?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Lot of mentioning of Nintendo.
Nintendo.
It only took 31 pages to find some Monster Blood. Stop that. That guy really didn't care about selling Monster Blood to the kids. Chapter 8 feels like a toy commercial, because it's literally them describing what they're doing and how they're playing with the Monster Blood.
Oh, also, oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, you can go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, like, there's a dream sequence.
Okay,
that
yeah, I'm not
happens?
there yet. I'm not there yet. Okay, Trigger eating the Monster Blood makes me think of the Choose Faster meme. When it's like, get that out of your mouth, and he like grabs his mouth and it's just chewing faster. What's with the time skip after Trigger eats the Monster Blood? Because it's like a week or so, right?
Yeah, there's like, and then nothing happens.
Yeah. The real scares begin on chapter 9 with the teenage heavy metal bullies. Evan with his smart aleckness makes me think he's a stand-in for RL.
There we go.
Real horror number 2, dog choking to death. There's a scene
That
where
was
Trigger's
horrifying.
like choking and you're like, oh my god, don't die!
Yeah, I'm like, no!
Yeah, and then it's just, oh, Kelly. He's just big collar. Those bullies are assholes tying a cat to the tree like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I yearn for the death of those children.
Monster Blood fight. I don't know what that's in regards to.
Well, I put Inception, and I don't remember what that's in regards to.
Fucking nightmares and wake up to another nightmare BS. I think that's where we're at.
That's the Inception.
Okay, yeah.
And then the other part I put,
Yeah.
I think it's a dream later, but there's a thing where a spider like flies in his face, and I'm like, wow, it's first grader Sam's ultimate nightmare that she actually had. I hate it.
At least they took the dog to the vet. But later Goosebumps, they would never have mentioned the monster. They would have mentioned the Monster Blood. Is another note I have. Those bullies got what they deserved in reference to them getting eaten by the Monster Blood.
Yes, that's where I said good.
When are we getting to the Scary Factory? Is another note. Monster Blood would be way scarier if it was growing by eating like the movie The Blob. It's just growing and doing anything is fucking lame.
Yeah.
That cat did what we all wanted to do, which is in reference to pushing not Andy. What's his face? Evan into the bathtub. Yeah. Those bullies got what? Why am I? Oh, the bullies got what they deserve with the dog. That's what it was. Not being eaten yet. Because I'm like, that's too early for this.
With getting chased, yeah, I was like, I'm not sad about that.
Yeah. Damn, chapter 19 was actually pretty good. I wish I could remember what happened in chapter 19.
Do you want me to pull it up?
Nah. Small businesses just can't survive with capitalism ruining things.
I mean, yeah.
Monster Blood finally gets good with some mayhem, killing a bird and the twins. I literally said killing. This shit got weird with the whole witch situation.
Yeah, I was like, that's a weird twist.
This is convoluted and dumb. They had to write in the twins surviving.
Yeah.
So if the Monster Blood was enchanted, why do future books have it do shit?
Yeah.
Like growing. That ending was lame with it pulling a Michael Myers. Where
did it go?
Yeah, because that's what happened in the first Halloween.
I just love that I still put the dog ate it again. That's my answer of the where did it go? The dog just.
And then also something I noticed, but also someone on Twitter mentioned this as well. At Yeah Bro Nice, the woman enthusiast, she's awesome. She mentioned that Trigger took care of Sarah Beth. How Sarah Beth tried taking care of Evan. By pushing him in through behind.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said foreshadowing.
That is a good foreshadow. Yeah.
That's what I say. Yeah. I noticed that as well. That was in my notes. And I had to mention, because literally as soon as I finished the book, I think she tweeted that out. I was like, damn, I noticed that too!
I didn't notice that. I was just like,
You're just like, oh, thank God, this book's almost over.
Yeah, basically.
All right. What about any other notes? That's the end of my notes.
That's the end of my notes.
All right. I guess my review of it. Even with the convoluted BS and witch stuff added on, I still enjoyed the book.
Yeah, it was fun.
Evan isn't so bad so far, and Andy is a cool girl. I'd give this one a 4 out of 5. It wasn't a slog to get through, and when it started going, I couldn't put it down.
Yeah.
Like, those last few chapters, I was just like, oh, I can't put this down. This is getting fucking good.
Yeah.
Personally. What would you score it, Sam?
I would say probably a 4 out of 5 as well. It's a pretty solid book overall.
You sure? You sure you give it 4?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay. Okay.
Because I felt it was relatable. Like, the kid was believable, because there are times where we've read books and the kid, like, will be like, man, my mom's making me eat food. How dare she? You know, kind of stuff. And I'm like, God, get over your fucking self.
Which book did we read where a kid has to eat food?
But it's just kind of that vibe of, like, the kid has to do something, and it's just like, God, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But, like, Evan, I get why he's pissed. Like, he's dropped in a place he
misses
doesn't
mommy.
know.
Go on.
He's dropped in a place he doesn't know. He has no friends there. He's stuck with a weird
Why
old lady.
didn't they just fucking drop him off at, like, his aunt or uncle, like, that would live in town if he had one?
Maybe he doesn't.
I guess.
Maybe Sarah Beth killed them.
Sarah Beth fucked him. Fucked him good. So Sarah Beth is just a metaphor for cats being toxic animals and holding you against your will.
I was thinking about Mudkip from the mall. Such a cute kitty.
Oh, Mudkip the kitten.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
so
cute.
cute.
That was a cute cat.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a cute cat. And then
Chatty. Oh, and Natasha?
Yeah, Natasha, the poor Natasha.
I hope Natasha gets adopted.
Yeah, an old pupper needs a good home.
She looks so sad.
Yeah. All right, Monster Blood 2. Let's get off of sad puppers and talk about Monster Blood 2. Sam, what do you think about this cover? What are your thoughts on this cover? I have strong opinions of this cover.
I actually kind of like the cover because I just like the giant ass hamster.
I love this cover.
And just going, bah!
I'm so happy you like this cover because okay, if you've seen my drunken tier list of the book covers, it's a very sobering thought to say that this is one of my favorite covers still. Well, like, I love this cover.
I think it covers it covers everything that you need. Because it's the hamster getting huge,
Yep.
the monster blood,
Yeah.
the school. It's just all nice, like, put together.
I love the distorted look of it, too.
I was going to say, it kind of looks like a fisheye lens.
Yeah.
So it's all weird and kind of warped.
Yeah, it's good. It's beautiful.
The composition...
Even Jacobus even likes this one a lot, but he likes it because he loved being able to try to make a hamster look scary. Which, hey, he did.
I'm going to say, to me, I'm not scared of it, but it's also like, I'm also an adult, I'm not a child, so...
As a kid, I was kind of creeped.
I don't remember seeing it as a kid, so...
I'm also going to apologize right now if you can hear that cricket. My apologies. There's
that
crickets
cricket
outside.
is just loud as shit.
Oh, we got loud-ass crickets. They're bored of our Monster Blood reviews, I guess.
They're like, shut up.
Fuckers. Alright, Monster Blood 2. Get ready for a roller coaster ride.
This was a trip.
I love this book. Evan Ross is playing with his dog Trigger in his house's backyard. Suddenly, Trigger begins to increase in size. The dog grabs Evan using its mouth and picks the boy up. However, it is revealed that this is nothing but a daydream. Evan's teacher, Mr. Murphy, punishes him for daydreaming and forces him to clean the cage of the class hamster, Cuddles, after school. Oh, you might like this fact, Sam. In one of the foreign releases, Cuddles is actually a rat. Yeah, I think its name is like something to kill a rat.
No. I like rats.
Yeah.
Rats are cute.
Oh, hold up. I think I actually have I do have the link actually in here. If you give me a second.
Hot take, rats are cuter than hamsters.
I agree. I like them more.
Like, they have more personality, and their tails don't just look like turds coming out of their ass. Fight me on this.
What? I think gerbils have, like, the turd ass.
No, hamsters have that tiny little stub tail that it looks like a grate of rice is stuck in their asshole.
I don't think it looks like that, personally.
I'm gonna pull it up.
I don't...
I'm gonna pull up a hamster butt to prove
I think
you
it's because
wrong.
you're drunk. Do you want to pull up a hamster picture?
I
Are you going to
care.
type in the words hamster butt?
Maybe.
Type in the hamster butt. Good. Hamster butt.
buttons.
Button. Put your green
It's got
thing.
that little, like, tiny
It's
knob
adorable! What are you talking about?
that looks like a penis stuck backwards.
No, it doesn't. It looks adorable.
The nub is weird to me.
It's cute. Sam's high. Look up hamster butt.
Nubs are weird. It looks
You
like
can say
it's
that
stuck.
about a micro penis.
Like, Rats are
Oh,
cute.
it's the Dutch version is Cuddles' name was replaced by Killer the Rat. Killer the Rat. And Conan was named Kevin.
I don't know why I love Kevin.
Just Kevin.
Maybe it just doesn't translate well, and...
Yeah. I mean, Conan's kind of universal, though. Like, I mean, he had movies.
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess not.
Maybe Conan means something
Maybe
different.
they named him Kevin. Kevin the Barbarian.
Look at the read.
Yes, I see the rat, Sam. Okay, put the pictures away. We're not looking at rats and
I love
shit.
this one because of the fade.
Oh my god, Sam. Alright, in the hallway, Evan is tripped by the school bully Conan Barber.
Are we not...
What?
Do you want me to say what I was going to say about before the tripping?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are we going to talk about the chapter cliffhanger of chapter 2?
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get back to it, Sam.
Because
I like I said, I didn't make these notes, Sam. I'm going off the Goosebumps wiki, which I love you all, because I am lazy. Conan helps Evan up, but and he claims he'll. Oh my god, you guys need to learn how to write. I just said I love it. I'm like, because this is a literal sentence here. Conan helps Evan up, and he claims he'll let Evan punch him in retaliation. And he claims. Guys, real talk, edit yourselves. Just reread everything out loud.
Or have someone else read it, because that can be helpful.
This draws a crowd of kids. Evan punches Conan, but only hurts himself, making Conan and the surrounding kids laugh. I have soft belly, so I'm calm down.
It feels nice.
But he is observed by Mr. Murphy. Conan pretends Evan hurt him. The teacher reprimands him by hitting Conan, or for hitting Conan, and sends Evan to clean Cuddles' cage.
You gotta hit him right, son.
Yeah.
Also, I put, because how they describe him, because he has, like, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
He'd be a proud boy now. Conan. Conan's a fucking proud boy.
Nah, he'd get laid, so he wouldn't need to be a proud boy.
No, that can be... I still say he's probably racist and has some really bad takes on it all.
Probably. Later, while he is walking home, Evan runs into Andy. She reveals that her parents have gone abroad for a year. So she will be staying with her aunt, who lives near Evan. And he also reveals that she has brought a gift with her, the old can of Monster Blood. Although they both initially suspect the can was empty since the Monster Blood vanished, the can is actually half full, revealing there must have been a speck left over in the can from their previous adventure. They decide to bury the... Wait, hold up 1 second. How could it still be growing if it shrank? Right?
I don't understand how it worked.
Yeah, guys, you need to explain yourselves. RL, come on. Like, that's probably my biggest problem with this book is the fucking continuity.
Yeah, that's my problem too. Yeah.
Okay, they decide to bury the can in the park. When he arrives at home, Evan finds his father making a large metal sculpture. Mr. Ross shows his son his new creation, a giant aluminum cylinder called the Wheel. The sculpture has been accepted into an art contest that will be held at the school, and Mr. Ross will take it there within the next several days. The following day after school, Evan asks Andy for help getting revenge on Mr. Murphy. Andy offers an idea. Dig up the can of Monster Blood and give some to Cuddles, which will cause the creature to increase in size. When the kids go to the forest it's a park, guys, not a forest, right? It was a park.
It was like I don't know.
I could have sworn it said park. To dig out the can. They discover that it is gone. The next morning at school, Evan accuses Conan of stealing from them. Conan acts innocent and sarcastically says that he'll help Evan search for it. Conan then shoves Evan into a locker. Later, Evan and Andy decide to break into Conan's house to recover the can, while Conan and his parents are away from home. While outside of his house, the kids realize that Trigger has followed them. Evan and Andy decide to leave Trigger outside while they enter Conan's room through a window. I thought they broke in through the back and then climbed up the stairs.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Because they thought they heard creaking and then it was just stairs just being like, "Argh."
Yeah. They discovered that guys, I don't want to keep correcting you here. It hurts me to try to correct you guys because you guys are supposed to be the experts. I'm a drunken fool. Correct each other. It's okay. I love you all. They discovered that the Monster Blood can has been placed near Conan's trophies. Quickly, the kids take the can and run away from the house, taking Trigger with them, just as Conan and his parents return home. That really shortened up one of my favorite parts. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, that part was so suspenseful. I was like...
It was actually really well done. Evan begins to doubt if he really wants to feed Monster Blood to Cuddles, fearing the hamster will grow too large if they do. Evan makes Andy promise not to use the Monster Blood, and she reluctantly agrees. Evan gets sick the next morning and skips school, which felt like such a waste of time.
In some ways, it kind of makes sense.
When he returns to school the following day, Evan discovers that Cuddles has grown to the size of a rabbit. Mr. Murphy blames Evan, believing that he overfed the hamster. Really? Really?
I've got notes on this of specifically, like...
You want to say him? You can say him now.
So basically, maybe you should actually fucking, like, take care of your own damn pet. Because I get, like, cleaning the cage as a responsibility and punishment.
Yeah.
But if you're putting a kid in charge, maybe you should make sure he's not overfeeding it. That should be your fucking job.
However, Evan knows Andy fed Cuddles Monster Blood. The next morning, Evan arrives at school early to see Cuddles. Evan learns that the hamster has increased even more in size, and the creature is breaking out of his cage. Evan searches the school's supply closet, and he finds a leash. Since Cuddles is roughly the size of a dog, Evan ties the leash around Cuddles and attaches the leash to Mr. Murphy's desk. After school, Evan runs into Andy and accuses her of betraying her former promise.
I mean, she did.
Andy admits that she fed Monster Blood to Cuddles. She apologizes and expresses regret for her decision, though she enthusiastically reports that Mr. Murphy has changed his mind about Cuddles and is thinking of trying to get the hamster on TV. The next morning, Evan and Andy arrive early at school. They arrive just in time to see a 10-foot tall Cuddles tearing apart the classroom while the students cower away in the hall. Mr. Murphy appears and tries to stop Cuddles using a chair. Cuddles, good hamster! Good nipple hamster, Cuddles. Good nipple cancer.
What the fuck?
I don't know why I'm saying cancer.
Also,
what?
Also, we have a really loud neighbor.
That's outside.
But still.
Yeah, that's outside.
I mean, neighbor isn't like he lives in the same complex.
Okay, shut up. Okay, so Mr. Murphy appears and tries to stop Cuddles using a chair, which the hamster easily destroys. Thinking quickly, Evan recalls a sculpture that his father had brought to the school, and remembers that it resembles a giant hamster wheel. Evan and Andy run to the school's auditorium, retrieve the sculpture, and they bring it back to the classroom. Unfortunately, Cuddles destroys it.
See, all I can think of, though, is their drag... Because they basically have to drag it.
No, they have a wheels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, imagine, like, the scraping. Just... and just, like, the linoleum.
No, they even say,
oh,
thank God, there are wheels. Like, that's literally one of the sentences. It's like, oh, thank God, there's wheels.
Okay, I forgot.
Where was I? Okay. Unfortunately, Cuddles destroys it. Conan enters the classroom and is caught by Cuddles. As the creature plays with Conan like a toy, Evan formulates a new idea.
Shake him like a baby.
He will go to his locker, retrieve the Monster Blood, and eat some. Once he does this, he will grow in size and will eventually be able to lock Cuddles in a supply closet. Evan and Andy run to Evan's locker. When they open it, a giant wave of Monster Blood shoots out. Evan grabs a bit of Monster Blood and swallows it. It's time to eat some slime!
Ah! A green slime monster! Help!
Time to eat some slime!
As he begins to increase in size, Evan enters the classroom to face Cuddles, who's about the same size as Evan. Unfortunately, Evan stops growing suddenly, and as they are both the same size, he and Cuddles get into a wrestling match. Evan is unable to subdue Cuddles, who's still heavier due to being much fatter than Evan. They don't say that in the book, but that does make sense.
No, they say it in the book. He says, like, Cuddles outweighs him by, like, a ton.
I don't remember that. I must have been, like, speed reading. Just as Cuddles overpowers Evan, they both shrink down to their original sizes. Andy picks up the Monster Blood can and notices it has an expiration date. The Monster Blood was set to expire that very day. Evan is congratulated by Mr. Murphy. As a reward, Mr. Murphy decides to give Cuddles to Evan as a gift. That night, Andy visits Evan with a surprise. Her parents brought her a can of Monster Blood from Germany. Andy says that she has already opened the can, but she promises not to use it. The two kids leave the room and eat dinner. When they return, Evan sees Cuddles and asks what he is eating.
What's in your mouth?
Which, hey, guess what? That doesn't make sense, RL. This wasn't magically enchanted. This is just fucking another can of Monster Blood, a toy.
What if it's just silly putty?
Yeah. I think it's more like Nick Gack.
Yeah, but either way, it's still one of those, like,
Yeah.
it's goop.
So I got a couple notes. Do you have any notes before I start? Do you want to start with your notes, or maybe we can go hand in hand?
So the first, like, for page 1, I
Yeah.
was like, this is a dream, I bet.
First chapter feels like a horror fantasy, and then takes a turn for the worse. That's my note on that one.
And then I have, my next one is page 9. What the fuck?
Wait, I'm not there yet. I'm a science teacher, not a science fiction teacher. I like this line. It made me laugh. Also, I have a question before we get to your comments about your end of chapter 3 or whatever.
End of chapter 2.
Ever called a teacher stupid? That's the question I ask. Have you ever called a teacher stupid?
Not to their face.
I called a teacher stupid to her face. My 10th grade geometry teacher, because fuck her. She was the worst freaking
Was she the
teacher.
one that suspended you?
That I got in-house suspension? Yes, I did.
Because you quoted the stupid Duke Nukem.
Okay, guys. Yeah, have I told that story on here?
I don't know.
Alright, if you haven't heard this story, I may have told it in like a way previous episode. You guys might remember, I don't know, if you're like my age and Sam's age, you might remember these videos on YouTube called like Ventrilo pranks or whatever, like audio pranks, where like they take specific audio clips of like, you know, video games and stuff, and they like play them and be obnoxious to people. And one of them was a Duke Nukem one, which was probably the best one. Bowls of steel. And like he said that, and it's like, I'm gonna rip off your head and shit down your neck. And like it's just the funny. It used to be funny. Now it's just kind of cringy.
It's mainly just spamming basically a voice like board.
Yeah, voice board
At somebody.
soundboard.
Yeah, soundboard.
And I thought, because this teacher, she would teach you the bare minimum of geometry, and she would always have an extra credit question that was something that she didn't teach us. So it was like, what the fuck's the point? So under that last question, I wrote, I'm gonna rip off your head and shit down your neck. And instead of talking to me, I got talked to by like I think one of the assistant principals. And it was like, and they asked me, are you seriously threatening a teacher? I was just like, I thought it was funny. It was just a joke. And they're like, well, we're going to have to we're going to have to suspend you because we have to take this serious. Which, you know what? I'll give them credit. They should take it serious because, you know, hey, there's real fucking whack jobs who would say something like this and then grab a saw and just fucking do it, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, to be fair, I get where the principals are coming from.
Yeah,
like,
you know, I get where they're coming from. I'm not mad. I got in-school suspension. It was like the most simple thing ever. It was literally, I did all my homework. Oh my god, you know what's the worst part? I finished all my work really fast, and I'm just like, what are these people fucking doing the rest of their time? Like, I finished all my shit so fast, and I was just like, I'm so bored now. Like, I think I had a book, so I was okay, but god damn, it's the most boring thing. But you do get to leave school earlier than everyone else.
that was the one thing I was jealous of, like, in school suspension. I'm like, you guys get to leave?
Yeah, just a little early. Yeah, that was kind of nice. Yeah, but we couldn't stay on, like, the grounds.
Yeah, but you could go, like, 4th Avenue.
I don't know, but you're by yourself. Like, unless you have friends who actually, like, have that, like, period off.
Yeah.
Which, it was 10th grade for me, so no. That didn't happen until 11th. But, yeah, that was my first, that was... I actually did say, you're fucking stupid, and, like, walked out of class one time. Because I was just so pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, I was just so tired of her. Like, she was the worst geometry teacher. Like, when I heard that she got stuck in Canada because her passport expired or something, I was just like, fucking hilarious, you dumbass. Like, good job. Good job on going somewhere and letting your passport expire or whatever. I remember the D&D, that teacher, she, used to hate her too. And, like, when she, like, found out about the, like, she was the one I learned about she got stuck in Canada. Like, she was laughing so hard, and I was like, that's so fucking funny.
You're like, we'll laugh together at this.
Yep. Alright, now my next note is, I haven't laughed so hard at a chapter ending with the fucking throwing cuddles out the window. That shit funny when he yeets the hamster.
Yeah, because he just literally yeets the hamster out the fucking window.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to read it. I'm going to read that.
It's page 9.
I trust me, I know what page it is, Sam. I love this chapter ending. Evan hated cuddles, and Mr. Murphy knew it. This was the 3rd time Mr. Murphy had made Evan stay after school and clean out the gross, disgusting cage. Perhaps while you clean the hamster cage, Mr. Murphy said, returning to his desk, you can think about how to do better in science class, Evan. Evan jumped to his feet. I won't do it! He cried. He heard shocked gasps all around him. "I hate cuddles!" Evan screamed. "I hate that stupid fat hamster!" As everyone stared in amazed horror, Evan ran over to the cage, pulled open the door, and grabbed Cuddles up in one hand. Then, with an easy, graceful motion, he flung the hamster across the room and out the open window. Everyone applauded.
It doesn't say everyone applauded.
Everyone clapped for him.
But
and
yeah.
everyone was clapping.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was fucking funny. Sam hated it. I thought it was funny.
Because I'm just like, why? Don't be mean to animals. Like, it's not the hamster's fault.
Yes!
Also, you shouldn't be changing a hamster's cage. You shouldn't need to change a hamster's cage every day.
That is true.
Like, there's something wrong with that hamster if you have to change its cage every day. That thing is like, it has
feeds
like
it too much.
It has the equivalent of like dysentery. It has hamster dysentery. You should be concerned.
Trigger only got as big as a horse, if memory serves right. He was in the house and knocked Cerebeth into the blood is another thing I wrote down. Because I think they keep referencing that Trigger was big as a house, but it's like, no, he only got big as a horse.
Thought they said horse.
Yeah. Like,
No,
only
they
in...
didn't.
No, like in there... Well, he picked him up with his teeth. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, that was another one. My next note is, Evan is gay for Conan. Because he says he's handsome. Like, quite a few times. He's like, God damn this handsome man. Why is he so handsome?
I have a different theory, by the way. That it's the other way around.
The Conan's gay for Evan?
Yeah. Because why else is he like, especially with the whole, like, following him to the park?
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, why are you following them? Don't you have anything better to do?
No.
So, like, it's just gotta be one of those, like, he's gotta be following that little kid.
I think
like,
they're both gay for each other in, like, certain ways.
They're not gonna realize it till, like, 10th grade at
yeah,
least.
that's what to say. And then he's gonna fucking, like, push Evan down. Like, they're gonna kiss for the first time, and he's gonna push Evan and be like, ugh, fucking homo, and then punch him in the face. And, like, then it's just, like, it's gonna be like, and Evan's gonna be like, oh, I'm hurt forever. And he's gonna have, like, that bridge scene in, like, all the gay sad stories. And he's gonna be like, free falling, love. Just crying over the fucking bridge. And he's like, Evan, no! You're not gay for pay! It's just a movie!
I mean, if you're only being gay in a movie, isn't it gay for pay?
Gay for pay. Okay, my next comment is a question that the book poses. Why are hamsters cute? Why are hamsters cute, Sam? Should we ask our guest who's going to be coming up over tonight this?
Yeah, let's ask him.
No, we don't need to. No, why are hamsters cute? They're just cute!
I think it's just because they're small and fluffy.
And they're
like,
fat?
Yeah. It's one of those, like, they're so... It's like rats are kind of... I can get where they're creepy between the tail...
Yeah.
And the fact that they're smart enough that they can do shit.
Yeah.
Hamsters are kind of stupid. Like, there was a whole, like, thing on TikTok where it was like, share the dumbest way your hamster has died.
Yeah.
And some of it was like, I sneezed and it had a heart attack.
I remember that one.
And then, like, other stuff like that where it was just like, it fucking died.
My next comment is, damn, Evan, catch the damn hamster. Because the Cuddles gets out of his cage and he has to try to catch it. And I'm just like, Jesus, Evan, are you fucking fat and stupid like I was at that age? Like,
Maybe.
just so fat that you can't fucking run?
Also, I put suicidal hamster because it jumps out the fucking window.
Yeah.
All I can remember is, what is his name? The guy that used to do, or he might still do a late show, that had the robot.
I don't know.
Craig Ferguson.
Oh, Craig Ferguson?
Yeah, the Scottish dude.
Yeah, Craig Ferguson.
He talked about this one time that he had a hamster and how he kept having hamsters and they just go behind the fridge and die. And it was like a suicidal death cult of hamsters, basically. And that there was like a church made out of hamster skeletons in there. And I'm like, that's the thing I remembered with that.
Chapter 6 is a fucking late 80s, early 90s kid comedy where he's like, oh, the hamster's gonna get run over by the wheel, and then he just like passes it over, and I'm just like, goddamn, what is this, a Rugrats episode?
Yeah.
When the kids laugh at Conan's joke of asking Evan, are you an alto or a soprano? At that age, I was between an alto and a tenor for what it's worth.
I mean, most, like, 12-year-old boys, depending on when you hit puberty,
Yeah.
are probably gonna be, like, either soprano to maybe tenor at lowest.
I wouldn't say soprano. It's
I
alto.
don't know. No, some boys could hit, like... There's a reason castrato is a thing.
Yeah, you're right. I think I may be getting mixed up. RL must really hate hamsters, is my next comment.
I think he just hates non-dogs, because, like,
Yeah.
dogs are the only thing.
But he calls them stupid.
I mean, hamsters are pretty stupid. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest here, like, they're not the smartest of the...
Good thing Andy is a hoarder, which is in reference to her having the, what's it called, the monster can blood
Yeah.
can. To stable the fact Conan is a douche, he insults Andy by saying her name is a boy's name.
Also...
That's a very true one right there.
Also, at one point early on, when he's like, "Hey, Andy, I told people about the monster book, but they don't believe me," and she's like, "You're a fucking idiot for telling people."
I know, right?
I'm like, Andy gets
It's that
it.
same chapter. It's that same chapter.
Yeah, I'm like, to be fair, I would do the same thing if I was like, if I heard a 12-year-old going, "This thing of goo tried to kill me," I'd be like, "Okay, honey."
Alright, here's another one. Biggie Murphy is a secret 20s gangster. Biggie Murphy is a random character who's like friends with Conan during the basketball scene. Yeah, see? Let's get him, Conan. Wait. He put him in the basket? Is that possible? Is Evan that small? Which is in reference to there's a basketball practice scene, which thank God the notes just skipped over because that was a stupid scene.
Yeah.
Where Conan literally dunks Evan. Is he that small? Like, hoops aren't that big.
Also, I have a different theory besides the gay one.
Okay.
I'm backtracking a little bit.
Go ahead.
Because it's like, how he says, like, Conan and Mr. Murphy kind of look similar. Conan is Mr. Murphy's bastard child, and he's ashamed of it.
That's lame.
Well, I mean, like, he keeps protecting this bitch-ass kid. Piece of shit.
Conan, I fucked your mother. I'm your daddy now, eh, Conan? Okay, I didn't necessarily have a Conan in middle school, but I did have this one guy in PE who was a real jerk to me because I wasn't great a runner because of my asthma. I heard he peaked in high school and looks like shit now. He tried friending me on Facebook, and that was a hard nope.
Yeah. I remember middle school gym was in some ways better than high school band.
Yeah.
Because, like, middle school gym, it was one of those, you tried good enough kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you showed up, you tried. Band, like, they were shitty. Because I did yoga for PE, and that was one of those, again, you show up and you try, that's good enough.
Yeah. I was about to say urban hiking,
I wish I
aka
did that.
walking class.
Yeah.
All you did was walk.
Well, a lot of kids are like, they'd come back with, like, different, like, stuff from, like, 4th Ave.
Yeah.
Like, where'd you get it? And, like, I did urban hiking. And I'm like, God damn it.
Oh, we never really got to stop. We would sometimes just stop at food places sometimes.
Well, yeah, they'd still have food, and I'd be like,
Gotcha.
I don't want, like, crappy sandwich that I made at home.
Yeah. The breaking and entering scene is pretty good. Made my heart skip a few beats, honestly.
Yeah.
I like Evan because he's like me, dumb as fuck. Is
I
this
also
my next
put,
note?
Evan, you dumb bitch.
Cuddles breathes like an exasperated fat man.
Also, I put, because
it's literally, there's like random pages where he's like, it's like, the hamster breathes like a fucking heavy smoker.
the hamster wheezes. And I've never seen a hamster wheeze.
I'm
Also-
Cuddles.
Also, I put on the breaking and entering scene.
Yeah.
When you roll a 4 on stealth, but the person rolls a 1 on perception. Because there are moments like that where you're like,
Yeah.
where he's like, seriously, like, there's no way he's not gonna see me and the dog's barking. And then he's like, Conan, come down for ice cream.
Murphy keeps a dog leash inside the closet because he is kinky.
Yeah, I put when they were like, why does he have that? I'm like, don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
Wait, ... Did they forget that Monster Blood was enchanted? Like, who was supposed to keep continuity for RL and let this slip?
Yeah.
Like, they kept not realizing that this was enchanted in the last book, guys.
The expiration date wouldn't matter. Also, I put a dad's stupid art to the rescue.
I'm getting there. I'm not there yet. Monster hamster time! ! I like the failed Chekhov's wheel. That's my wheel part. Where am I here? What a loser! Losing to a hamster in a fight.
I put, not sure what I expected, I think, with like the wheel not working.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know, I put no I still enjoy, but I don't know to what. And then I put, Bukkake Monster Blood.
What?
When it comes out and like fate slashes in the face.
I guess it does. Okay. Also, why did he have clothes? Like, if clothes are supposed to grow when you ingest Monster Blood, why didn't the collars of Trigger from the first book and Cuddles in the second grow?
I just put, are we going to talk about that he's probably going to be naked and the students that mocked him will see his dick?
Yeah, they're gonna see his, like, Monster Blood dick. What if everything but his dick grew?
So it's like, it looks even smaller?
Yeah. Like, it's literally like, what's it called? Like, you have to... It's like Osama Bin Laden in that South Park episode where they got all the magnifying glasses.
Yeah, it's just this tiny little...
Yeah, it says, small, isn't it?
Yeah, like, it looks like that. I'm just saying, like...
Yeah.
That would make you even more mockable.
Yeah. Because, like, okay, why... Like, I'm still not understanding why his clothes didn't... Like, why they grew.
Yeah.
Alright, next part. My notes are almost done. Bitch, magic don't expire. ... Boo.
I put... That's stupid.
That was a pretty weak twist ending, RL. And any other notes for you before we get to our review?
Yeah, just that's stupid, and then that was it. Because, like, after that twist, I was like, that's stupid.
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed this one. It's been too long since I read this one, and I honestly had a blast. There wasn't a lot of and hawing of them trying to, like, find out what to do. And there's not, like, a bunch of repeated bullshit like they ended up... Like, that's what the problem with some Goosebumps is, like, they just and hawing of, like, what should I do? Oh, should I do this? This just kept going and going and going. It was just, like, action-packed and really fun. I think it's far from perfect, but for Goosebumps standards, I think it's a 5 out of 5. I think it's a perfect Goosebumps book. Like, it has some dumb moments of, like, failed continuity and stuff like that, but it's fucking Goosebumps.
So, I'm gonna disagree and say 4 out of 5 because the ending.
Okay.
That twist was weak as fuck.
That twist was perfectly Goosebumps. It was lame. It's not like he's not M. Night Shyamalan, Sam, where we're supposed to go, oh shit!
True.
What, but Plant Dad is better?
I'm just saying it didn't...
Is Plant Dad better than this?
I didn't like the twist.
Okay, I get it. But is Plant Dad better than this?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's kind of...
Or Flower Daddy.
I'm your daddy.
No Flowey bullshit. Get your ass out. Alright, so that's our thoughts on the first two Monster Bloods. I hate to say, I had a blast with these two, and I'm just like, oh, why don't people like the Monster Blood books? And I think we're about to find out soon.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those, like, it's kind of like this isn't so scary right before the monster comes and, like, rips off somebody's head.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I'm interested. I've started reading Monster Blood 3. I don't think it's too bad so far, but I'm only like 10 pages in.
So, too soon to tell.
Yeah, I was about to say, way too soon to tell. But yeah, I was about to say, we're going to find out how stupid Evan gets, because apparently, like, the thing that strummed us reading these, was a couple followers were like, well, mostly at Broya Nice, aka Woman Enthusiast, on Twitter. She said that, that Evan was a stupid character, and that we should read the Monster Blood books to prove that... Because the last our Drunken Book Club was Godzilla Ate My Homework, which that kid was fucking stupid, and I think he was the stupidest kid in any of our Drunken Book Clubs. Evan's stupid, but he's not as stupid as kid from Godzilla Ate My Homework.
Yeah, because he's at least not being like, oh, where am I going to put this Monster Blood? I better just leave it where my dog can eat it all the time.
Yeah, at least he's not being like... At least he's being ego-friendly and not trying to throw it away in the trash can to see what happens.
Yeah.
He's not letting his 10 pounds of trash get in the way. But yeah, you know, I don't think he's that stupid yet, but hey, we got 2 books to find out how stupid Evan gets. Yeah, 2 books. I guess we'll see you guys next week with those 2 books. Hoo boy! I was about to say, like I said, at first I wasn't looking forward to reading all these Monster Bloods, but you know what? I'm glad we're doing it. Because you know what? If actually, where's the first Monster Blood? What's after this? Ooh, you know what? If we're gonna, I think if we keep doing Goosebumps, we should try to read the sequel books as well, in like kind of the series. Because like the next one's Say Cheese and Die, and then there's a sequel to that one in the Goosebumps series, and that one's really bad. Like the second Say Cheese and Die is one of my least favorite books.
Isn't Say Cheese and Die pretty solid?
Say Cheese and Die 1's pretty good, but Say Cheese and Die Again. No.
Yeah, I'm not saying Say Cheese and Die, I'm saying the first one.
Yeah, I know, but still, the second one? Nope. I don't know what I'm doing. What?
Fuse with me.
No, I'm not gonna fuse with you.
Fuse with me.
I'm not fusing with you unless it's with your pussy.
Fuse.
Put your fingers down. Hey, where can you find stuff, Sam? Do you know?
You can find me.
I got this. No, we don't need to do that part. Thanks for following. Thanks for listening, guys. Hey, wherever you're listening to us, make sure you give us a like, give us a heart, give us a review if you're listening to us on iTunes, because that does help. And all that other fun stuff. And if you're following us on the Facebook page, hey, leave a like there every time you see an episode here. Maybe have people see us. You can share with it there. If you listen to us on Twitter, or follow us on Twitter at SOW_podcast, you actually get to help us decide what books we get to read. And in polls. Because I was originally, it's funny, I was originally going to do a poll for what book we were going to read for Drunken Book Club this time around. But I was about to say, someone said we should read the Monster Bloods next to see how stupid Evan is. And I took the challenge of reading all 4, and, well...
But wasn't it both her and Spongy?
Yeah, I was about to say, Spongy definitely was well, no, Spongy came in late and was like, oh my god, don't do it. Spongy was like, Spongy's like that one guy in the Western movies, like, what are you doing? You don't need to do this. Don't do it. Don't sacrifice yourself. I don't. That's how Spongy, I guess. I don't remember how this interaction went.
But basically, he's like, please don't.
Yeah, I was about to say, but we're like, God rest, or God have mercy on our souls. Boobies. No. But hey, but do follow us on SOW_podcast, where you can vote in polls for what books we're going to read, what quizzes we might do, and other fun stuff like that. And hey, follow me at _Group on Twitter and Instagram, but I recommend you follow SOW_podcast if you want to follow me on Twitter. Sam, where can we follow you?
You can find me at Berserker Rose on Twitter and Instagram.
She's doing like these, she's trying to be a cheerleader.
I thought I was just jerking off really big dicks slowly.
Are you?
I don't know.
Are you color guard?
Color guard would be flag twirling. I'd be doing this. I'd be doing a circular.
Oh, you're doing it now.
Well, now I'm doing it because you're talking about it.
Hey, we're going to go out on a song here. I'm going to try to find... If there's a Monster Blood song, I might put it on here.
Is there a sludge cover of the Hamster Dance?
Ooh, maybe. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I'll try to find some sludge metal on here. Put that on here. All right. You guys have a good one. Good night. Good people. And stay out of trouble. And always remember, keep eating that Monster Blood to get bigger. Get that cock big!
Would Alvin and the Chipmunks sludge cover count?
They don't do... I guess.
Because you've seen it before.
Yeah, of course I have. I'm the one who showed you.
I know. That's why I'm saying it.
Yes, calm down, Sam. Calm down. Calm down.
Let me use my hands the way I want to.
No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You're going to go lay down before Nick comes over.
I don't need a nap.
You need.
Because I'm going to go to sleep.
They snap their teeth